Hello everybody and welcome back to Louisiana Homestead. Today we're going to be doing some ground meat and we're also going to be picking some tomatoes. So y'all come along for the ride. Okay y'all, so this is the ground meat we're going to be making today. It's some deer meat that we took out of the freezer and we trimmed it, took it off the bone, all that good stuff, and soaked it in water a couple of times, changed the water on it, and then we put it into this strainer and strained it so it wouldn't be too wet when we went to grind it. If I can get this plate off of the top of it. It's stuck on there. Huh. Here it comes. There it ain't. There it is. So this is the meat. It's all pre-cut. We're going to use this grinder here. We got it all put together. It's ready to go. We got this from Cabela's years ago. It's a fantastic workhorse. And we're just going to grind us up some meat here.
That's you moving. Yeah, this old grinder didn't ground it a many a pound of ground deer meat.
I mean a lot. Let me give it a little push.
Now what we do is, when me or my son, my daughter-in-law, or whoever kill a deer, we quarter them up. And we wrap them usually, and then we debone them when we want to make a gravy or ground meat or whatever. So throughout the year we'll make different batches of ground meat. It's time for me to sharpen that blade, I think.
Yeah, it's not doing right.
It's just that blade's getting dull.
And I have another blade, or a new blade too.
A new blade?
Probably.
Sure seems to be having a rougher time than normal.
Yeah, do you have your blade on backwards or something?
No. I don't know.
Let's take a look at it.
Well, wait. Let it go through it, what you have in there.
Let's see if I have another blade over here.
I don't know why it's you got a blade. We'll try. I'll sharpen this one. I forgot the right method to sharpen them, but it's definitely a dull blade.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's an old blade there. That was the first one that came
one?
with it.
Oh, that's the newest one?
Let's look at both of them.
Let me put me a new one on there. Oh,
I think these are both new.
That,
Take that one.
Almost sharpen it.
I'll put a new blade on there.
Just in time for our video. We got it together with a dull blade. I don't know. I just grabbed whatever blade I've seen in the drawer without paying attention to it. Because it usually goes without even having to push it hardly or anything.
Yeah. Might want to clean some of that off too.
It'll straighten out.
Because it gets that stuff tangled up in there.
It's going to push it out.
Okay.
It's going to be alright. I'll never listen to you.
Nope.
You don't listen to me either. It ain't working. You should have took all that stuff out of there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, it's so much prettier. Look at that. Look at the difference. You see?
Yeah.
With a good blade.
Huge difference.
We was forcing it through there, boy.
Yeah.
But I can't ever tell Miss Cake ain't nothing. Look how pretty it is now. Now it looks like ground meat that we usually make.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed
like from the
to
store.
look. And it's ground and it's not mashed.
Like meat from the store. Y'all know that's where eggs and bread and meat and all comes from, right? From the store. That's where the whole world gets eggs and meat and bread. And stuff like that. Oh, at the store. They just ship it to the store. I don't know. I guess they send it from store to store. Whatever store needs it.
Yeah. You can start wrapping some of it and I'll put it in and get another bowl going.
Sounds like she's putting me to work. Because I don't ever do nothing. I'm a couch potato. Y'all know that too, right? Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Now I'm going to put the camera on you. Let them watch you.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to see.
I'm going to put it back here so they can see you a little bit better. There we go.
Look at me. I usually don't make these kind of messes.
Yeah, when the blade is good, you don't even have to push it through, really. It just kind of grabs it and takes it on its own.
That's exactly right. Stuff's doing good so far, Mom, but I'm still curious as what kind of instructions and how they meant it to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Every now and then you got to give it a little push. It might get kind of caught up or whatever. But it does good, like this.
No, I was talking about this.
Oh.
I said this thing is working good, but I was curious as to how they meant it to work, their instructions to put that all together.
That works so much better than freezer paper, because you can't never get all the air out of that freezer paper, but you can get all the air out with that stuff. That's better to wrap meat with than anything I ever seen. It's better than a Ziploc.
Our meat stays good from year to year, and sometimes if we miss something in the freezer, it stays good longer than that.
It's better than a vacuum sealer because you don't have to worry about it coming unsealed like the vacuum sealer does sometimes.
Makes good spaghetti and hamburgers and meatball gravies. What else we do with it? Everything.
Oh, you can make everything with
Sloppy
ground
joes,
meat.
lasagna, anything.
Is the plastic
burritos.
as good a grade?
Yeah. Well, I'll have to look to see.
Seems like
it's like 0.45 millimeters, or I done forgot.
But you can feel
It's
it probably.
No, but it feels like the same stuff.
Now look, there's no air in that whatsoever.
Hey, Oreo. This meat was taken from the hind quarter of an 8-point buck. So it's not like scrap meat, you know, just like trimmings off of odds and ends. It's like the whole, what you would normally make round steak or ground chuck with or whatever.
Yeah, it's good meat.
Yeah. That's all of it.
That's all of it?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Get that wrapped up and into the freezer.
I got some dogs.
The dogs are all waiting.
All waiting for the little, like the Cajuns say, the little grimies, the little scraps.
Little pieces.
The little bits and pieces. Meatloaf. I knew it was something else we usually make.
Meatloaf, lasagna, chili.
Chili. Oh man, some good deer chili.
Hamburgers. Sloppy Joes. Pizza. All kind of stuff.
Meatball kebabs.
Meatball gravy.
Po' boys. Puppy dogs. You say, how do you know how much to put in each pack? Well, you make you a little pack. You make one a little bit bigger, and you make one a little bit smaller. And when you decide you need ground meat, you go to the freezer and you say, I want a small pack, or I want a big pack, or I want a big pack and a little pack, or 2 big packs, or 4 big packs if you're gonna make chili, or 1 little pack if you're gonna make just a couple of 2 or 3 or 4 burgers, or.
Yeah, I get it.
That's how you know.
Yeah, it's not like you trying to weigh it out. Like, okay, I need 2 pounds. No, we don't operate like that around here.
And you say, Mr. E, what's the biggest deer you ever killed? And what I say, I don't know, because I've been hunting. I'm 55.
Yeah.
56. I'll be 56 in February. I've been hunting deer since I was 11, 12, 13. I guess killed my first deer around that time. But anyway, so a lot of years, 40 years, and I've never weighed a deer.
No, not important to us anyhow.
No.
I don't see what the point would be, really. for us anyhow.
I've killed some big ones though, but never was interested in the racks or scoring points, or I don't even know how all that works. But I've killed some big deer. Whitetail deer is what we got here.
We never had any of them mounted or none of that kind of stuff.
Nope. I always tell people I'm not too interested in what kind of horns they got, because the horns make a weak gravy.
Can't eat the horns.
Can't eat the horns.
The antlers.
The antlers. They really antlers, right?
Yeah.
Antlers fall off, horns stay on.
Right.
Or something to that effect. You want me to make one big one out of this, what's left, or make two little ones? See that right there? That'll make a bigger one. But I can make two little ones. Yeah, that's
two little ones.
So this is actually deer meat from deer that we killed last year. But we had the hind quarter frozen and wrapped. And then we...
It keeps better like that instead of...
you don't lose meat. It don't freeze or burn. I didn't mean to cut you off there. But it...
The quarters was wrapped. We quartered it and we wrapped it in that stuff there. Real good, put it in the freezer. And there's less area if it would be exposed to the freezer.
Area, right.
Surface area. Exposed that way and that for amount of time.
Right.
And that way every now and then when you need some extra meat to cook, you take one of those quarters or two out, unwrap it, thaw it out, and process it.
Right.
And it's like it's always fresh like that.
That's right. Which is very rare, if we had a little something that might freeze or burn, it might be like the little edge of a hind quarter or a shoulder or something. Like really small, 1/8 of an inch thick in a little small area, and you just cut it off, and like you said, underneath is all fresh meat.
We have lost very little meat to freezer burn since we have began this method. Very little to freezer burn. Whereas before with other methods, we would lose a good bit to freezer burn. A lot more, comparably speaking.
With typical traditional freezer paper.
Yes.
Waxed freezer paper.
Yep. We even used to cut the pieces, like with a saw, the bones and all that.
Saw it all. Oh yeah.
And there was, that's not a good way to do it.
The shoulder
either.
steaks, everything.
Not for us anyway.
This works so good. So the deer was killed. I don't remember what the date was on the hind quarter package that I thawed. But it was killed during last year's hunting season. But I'll put a date on here now.
Of when it was processed.
But yeah.
Today's date.
Today's date. You can write on this, but I don't like writing on it with a permanent marker because I think some of that ink goes through maybe.
And you can see it better when you write it on the freezer tape and stick it on there. It just stands out better, I find. So I've already cleaned up the grinder.
Wow.
So that's done.
What, we've been in here 15 minutes max? I don't know.
So we've cleaned it up.
I might have said it was a whole quarter. It was a whole hind quarter I thought out, but what did we do? I cut the part of it off that we typically would use to make fried, kind of like chicken fried deer meat. We cut small. You cut it small and you fry it, roll it in batter and fry it, or flour. But I cut a hunk of that off, and I ran it through a little hand cranked meat tenderizer, and we made some chicken fried steak with that part, and the rest we ground up.
Yeah, but we do all kind of stuff with it. We don't just make ground meat out of the whole thing.
Oh no.
We do other stuff with it.
You put some of that, like that part I made the chicken fried steak, or any part of the hind quarter, or the shoulder, or a whole shoulder, if it'll fit. You put that in oven bags stuffed with garlic. I think you got videos on that.
Yeah, I do, and
Ooh,
that's a
you
good
talk
way to
about
do it.
good.
But this is the little blade that we changed, and I try to keep some of these on hand, some new ones. You can sharpen them and everything, but I like to keep some new ones.
Mama Marianne, all you got to do.
Makes a difference.
I'm sorry. All you got to do, Mama Marianne, is holler you need some ground meat. That's Brenda's mama. She likes some of this every once in a while.
So now we got it labeled, October 2025. GD, we know that stands for...
Good, dummy.
For ground deer.
Oh, man. It's hot in here, huh?
Yeah.
It's good, dummy.
Okay, so that's all of our little grind meat session. We're going to put that in the freezer, and that's going to hold us for a little while till the next time. So, you want to tell them bye?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Keep praying. Pray for the country. We love y'all. Bye.
See y'all next time. Bye now.